No amount of practice is going to help your chi, loser. Face it, you don't have it in you.
I will get my orange belt. I have to get it.
I am talking to you, you shitface.
Suddenly, a force cleaves through the air and hits me hard. The impact bringing me to my knees.
Why don't you try your moves on me, huh? Show me what you got.
I don't take the bait. I knew my powers were no match for him. I try to get away from there when... Before long, I was a bloody mess on the ground.
Give up on chi. It is not for weak vermin like you.
Later that day, I stumbled into my house. My parents' eyes widen when they take in my bruises.
Who did this?
No one.
You can't even protect yourself, can you?
Honey, did someone beat you at the practice?
No, Mom. It's just... My voice dies in my throat when I see the look on my father's face.
You better buckle up, boy. This letter came from school today. If you don't get an orange belt in the next 2 months, you will be thrown out.
I stare at the letter in his hand, my heart pounding in my ears.
You are an absolute disgrace to this family.
He crumbles the letter and throws it at my face. I could feel pure rage coursing through my veins. I storm out of the door into the lashing rain.
Where do you think you are going? I am not done talking to you.
I ran until my lungs were burning and my skin was icy cold from the torrent. My legs buckled from the strain. I stopped and kneel over, trying to breathe, when my eyes go to the sky and feel my heart come to a stop at what I see. Thunder ripped relentlessly across the sky, lighting the world in its wake. As I watch, a black energy knifes its way out and wheezes straight toward me. It hit me square in my chest. Searing pain consumed me before darkness came over. That's when I heard the voice.
So, you are here. I have waited an infinity for you.
The voice was unlike anything I have ever heard. Not human, not animal, otherworldly.
A worthy successor of my bloodline, to carry the legacy of the gods.
What? There was another blinding white light then, and a round green flame came hurtling through the light before melding into my left eye, branding into my soul. I dropped to my knees, sure I was going to die, when the voice boomed again.
You now carry power greater than the gods, to rule all that lives and beyond. Fulfill your destiny.
But who are you? What is happening? I woke up to pulsating pain in my left eye. As soon as I stirred, I heard panicked voices around me.
Thank God you're awake.
What happened?
A lightning bolt struck you. You were declared dead.
I sit up straight on my bed. So the voice and the green flames were just a dream?
Flames? Voices? Hon, I think you're still in shock. You need to rest.
My mom pushes me back onto the bed gently. That's when I feel the searing pain shoot through my left eyes. I scrunch my eyes shut tight.
What is it, love?
My eyes burned as if someone had just pressed white-hot wire into my skin. Then there was that voice again.
You are a worthy successor of my bloodline. You have God's eye.
No!
You will follow your destiny.
No!
Bobby? Bobby!
My eyes snap open. I'm breathing hard. My lungs are on fire. My mother's worried gaze peers into mine.
Shh. You're all right. You're all right. Let's go to the doctor.
No. I am fine. I just need a minute.
Okay. Whatever you want, hon.
She looks at me strangely, as if something about me was odd. And at that moment, I knew I had changed too. Later that night at the dinner table, my father refused to look at me. No one spoke again about what transpired earlier that day, and my mother kept sneaking glances at me. And I was consumed by an inexplicable hunger. I needed to eat. As I shovel food into my mouth, I hear a tiny thrum of wings in the air. I tilt my head to the side and try focusing on the sound. There was the fluttering wings again, along with a rapid beating heart. I turned to see a fly hovering in the air. I found myself auto-focusing on its skeleton-like legs, covered in fuzzy hair, its purple eyes and white iris. Then, suddenly, my hand shot out and I snatched the fly out of thin air and brought it to my mouth. Before I pop it into my mouth, though, I look up to see my parents' shocked faces. Excuse me. I run to my room and slam the door shut. I make my way to the mirror and rip my clothes off. What the hell? I stare at my ripped muscles that seem to have cropped overnight. I've always been a wiry boy. Then how is this happening? I flex my arms and thick corded muscles bunch out. No way! I take a closer look at my left eyes. It was still stinging, but looked normal. I pick up my backpack, slung it over my shoulders, and run to the training ground. I don't bother taking a bus. I run. I felt a pure, unadulterated power course through me at the training ground. And the more I stretched my limits, the more power I felt, until...
You don't learn, do you?
I turned slowly to find Tom and his boys sneering at me. Learn from who? An overbearing, arrogant prick like you? The smile instantly drops from Tom's face. He was livid. He raised his hand, and I was prepared for him. Bolt of white flames cuts through the air and hurtling towards me. I dodge it easily, then another. Tom was out of breath and red in his face. No one dared to breathe.
You trash! You have dug your own grave!
Before he could even summon his powers, though, this time, I beckoned mine. I felt the tremors in the ground under my feet. Wind picked up. The clear sky suddenly filled with ominous dark clouds, split with thunder and lightning. From the corner of my eyes, I saw people watch us with stunned expressions. Then I send the first bolt of power. Ah! After the deafening roar, there was dreadful silence. Pure spasm of terror grips when I see what I have done. No!
No way, he did it. And in one go, too.
The world stood still. I stumble back, my fingers still trembling with the undercurrent of power. Did I just knock down the highest-ranking martial fighter on campus with a single move? Tom was splayed on the ground, his face covered in dirt. There was a stunned expression on his face.
How is this possible? How can I lose to you?
He stood up, a nerve ticking rapidly on his neck.
You used some dirty trick! No way can a juvenile dipshit with not even a yellow belt can beat me!
I feel my skin prickle under the intense stare of the people around. I turn to leave, but Tom's angry snarl stops me in my tracks.
I demand a fight!
Not today, Tom. I think we both have had enough for one day. I hurry from there.
Fight, you coward! Fight!
I see in hindsight the fiery power hurtling toward me in vengeance. I don't even turn. I flip my wrist, catch the flames in my hand, and slam it into the ground. There is an ear-splitting boom before the ground beneath our feet cracks with the force. A wave of shock goes through the crowd as people watch, stunned. I don't wait to watch their reactions. I ran from there. It was only when I was truly away from any human realize the world as I know no longer exists.